Dome Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the Formula One. So y'all check this out. Well, baby Charles LeCLERC done went to work. Okay, he wins in Spa, first GP since they've been back from the vacation. We're all waiting for it. It's been 4 weeks, man. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on with these legends up out there. Anyway, Charles LeCLERC, he got pole position. Did a video about it. Just ain't had the time to upload a lot of things going on, right? But to get the pole position, first of all, was great. Showing you the Ferraris are there, double pole, and then being able to take it in the race and holding off Lewis Hamilton all the way until the end. Dominant performance from this young man, right? He takes the race. Lewis Hamilton about a second behind him, right? Followed by Bottas, and I think Vettel after that. In an interesting race, safety car time or two. It's not so much about the race. It's about the dominance of LeCLERC and that a number 2 driver was able to win the race. You love to see when these so-called number 2s are handling their business. That Ferrari, he's only 12 points behind Vettel right now, so deep in the season, which is good for him in his rookie season there at Ferrari. It's awesome. It's awesome to see. And the Ferraris are back in the mix. They had the pace throughout the race, to hold off the Mercedes. It was a good race between the tops. Now, of course, for Max Verstappen, who, had a little error there, trying to get through. You don't know if it's the fault between him and Kimi Räikkönen, right? It was just a little, trying to go around the right curve, and he tried to squeeze through there, but Kimi also had nowhere to go. So it's one of those where you just say, hey, it's just a race situation. It was nowhere for either one of these guys to go. Kimi had to go to the right, and, where else was Max going to go as well? So those one of those situations where, just in a bad situation. Those can happen at the beginning of the races. That's why we don't ever miss the beginning of a Formula One race. Now, you might go get something to drink and do something between the race, once they get about 2 seconds apart. We know ain't nothing going to happen. You got some time, right? But at the beginning, you're going to be there. You know what time it is. The beginning is where something's going to happen. Most of the time, something's going to happen. Somebody did something good. And, a lot of times you have luck in those situations. You have to make split-second decisions. So things like that can happen. So that's okay, But it's all for Max Verstappen fans over there in Belgium, so close to, if you're in Belgium and, you're right close to Holland, it's a lot of Max Verstappen fans over there. So for those fans that, there to see him just do a lap, that's pretty unfortunate, right? It's unfortunate for the Formula One when you're going to the place, the closest place to one of the drivers or their home, and they have a lot of fans. You want those fans to enjoy the race. But, most of them, if they're Formula One fans, they enjoyed it anyway, especially when you're seeing the guy who's going to probably be the rival of Max Verstappen going forward, another young gun, and that's going to be LeCLERC. You give these guys decent cars, and they're able to drive without nobody telling them, hey, wait up for the guy who got a name, that we can get something here. Y'all know what time it is with me. I ain't like way back in the day, the Eddie Irvines and Rubens Barrichellos, Felipe Massas of the world, having to deal with Schumacher, weren't able to really win those races. So, you're going for the teams that are going against Ferrari at the time, and boom, there you have it. So you have your interest in Formula One is there, and you watch it. So this race, it was kind of eventful. Wasn't the best one of the year, but it was significant. First of all, because everybody that likes Formula One was waiting. That's first. But second was to see LeCLERC get the pole position on a Saturday, following up with winning the race. Okay? That's significant going forward for Ferrari, for Formula One, and for a little parity for the rest of this season. Because right now, Lewis Hamilton got second place, which all basically more points than Bottas, who's next, and Vettel, who's after that, and Max Verstappen. So for Lewis Hamilton, it was almost the perfect race that you can have without winning. So, he's going on for his 6th title. So every race that he gets closer is closer to history in that aspect. But for the parity and for the rest of the fans, and not just checking out Lewis Hamilton driving into his 6th championship, you're looking for who's going to be challenging in the future. There's an answer you got today. Charles LeCLERC will bring the hurt, baby. Dome Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.